ಹಾಯ್ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ನಾನು ವಿಜಯ್ ಕುಮಾರ್, ಅಸಿಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್. ಈಗ ನಾನು ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಗ್ರೇಡ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಕುದ್ದೂರಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಸೆಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್, ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಕಂಪನಿ ಅಂಡರ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಪ್ರೊವಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಎಂಬ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ವಿತ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸನ್ನು ನಾನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. Let us know, before going to problems on computation of tax liability of company under normal provisions, we have to understand the steps for computation of tax liability. There are 3 steps for computation of tax liability. Step 1, computation of income from business. Second step, computation of total income of company. Step 3, computation of tax liability under normal provisions. Okay, these are the 3 steps required for computation of tax liability of company under the normal provision of Income Tax Act. Let us understand problems of computation of tax liability of company. Let us know about the problems. I'll read out the problems first. ಮೊದಲು ನಾನು ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ನ ಓದ್ತೀನಿ. From the following profit and loss account of SVM Company Limited for the previous year 2018-19, compute the total income of the company for the assessment year 2019-20. ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, compute the total income of the company for the assessment year 2019-20. We know that previous year 2018-19 ಗೆ assessment year 2019-20 ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಈ assessment year ಗೆ they asked to compute the total income of the SV Company Limited. They given the balance sheet of company, particulars amount. These are the expenses debited to profit and loss account. To establishment 2,50,000, to rent and taxes 27,500, to depreciation 60,000, to fire insurance 17,000, to provision for taxation 3,10,000, to entertainment 14,400, to donations 7,500, to general expenses 68,000, to proposed dividend 10,500, to net profit 5,96,100. In the credit particulars, by gross profit brought down 12 lakhs, by rent received 80,000, by profit on sale of fixed assets 37,000, by interest on government securities 24,000, by dividend received from Indian company 20,000. Okay, that is the profit and loss account of the company. Additional informations. First one, general expenses include a sum of rupees 9,600 and 1,600 paid for municipal tax and insurance on property let out respectively. Okay, second one, donation include a sum of rupees 5,000 paid to a recognized charitable institutions. Third one, the admissible depreciation amount to rupees 50,000. Okay, that is the problems. For these problems we need to compute the total income of company. Already mentioned, okay, there are 3 steps for computation of tax liability, but in this problem they are not asked tax liability, they asked only total income. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ we need to follow 2 steps. 2 ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ 1 ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಂಪನಿ. ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ 2 ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಟೋಟಲ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಂಪನಿ. ಓಕೆನಾ, ರೈಟ್. Let us move to solutions. First steps ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ಗೆ? We need to solutions. Step 1, computation of income from business of company ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. This is the format for computation of income from business of the company, particulars amount. ಓಕೆನಾ, ರೈಟ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು? We have to take net profit as per profit and loss account. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ? We should take the net profit as per profit and loss account ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. 5,96,100. If you see the profit and loss account ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ನಿಮಗೆ 5,96,100 ಇದೆ ನೆಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್, ಅದನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್. ಓಕೆನಾ, ನೆಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್. ಓಕೆ, 5,96,100. ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಆಡ್, ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಮೊದಲನೇದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಆಡ್ inadmissible expenses already debited to profit and loss account. ಅಂದ್ರೆ those expenses already debited to profit and loss account but they are inadmissible as per income tax rules. ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಯಾವುದೇ ಇನ್ಅಡ್ಮಿಸಿಬಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಡೆಬಿಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಆಡೆಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ದ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್. ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ, ಆಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಸರಿನಾ? ಓಕೆ, ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ which are all the expenses are inadmissible but okay that is debited to profit and loss account, that should be added back to profit. ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, add back ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. if you see this, okay, which are all the expenses are inadmissible ಅಂತ ನೋಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ, okay, first establishment expenses, that is the business expenses, ಅದು business expenses ಹಾಗಾಗಿ okay that is admissible. rent and taxes, rent and taxes ಓಕೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ರೆಂಟ್ ಪೇಡ್, ದ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಪೇಡ್ ಇಸ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೈ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಅಡ್ಮಿಸಿಬಲ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್. ದಿಸ್ ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಶೋ ಇನ್ ಟೂ ವೇ, ಎರಡು ರೀತಿ ತೋರಿಸಬಹುದು. ಒಂದು ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಓಕೆ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಇದೆ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಓಕೆ ಇನ್ ದ ಅಡಿಷನಲ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ಓಕೆ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್ ಓಕೆ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಓಕೆ ಈ ಏನಿದೆ ಈ ದ ಅಡ್ಮಿಸಿಬಲ್ ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಟು ₹50,000 ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಟೂ ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್, ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಇದೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಅಡಿಷನಲ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಇದೆ. ಇಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ದ ಕೇಸ್, ಈ ತರ ಇದ್ರೆ there are two way of showing up that amount. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ನೀವು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ in the this one in the format ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಓಕೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಓಕೆ ದ ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ which is given in profit and loss account, this 60,000 you have to treat it as inadmissible expenses. Again that can be shown as a admissible expenses in the less, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸಬಹುದು. ಓಕೆನಾ, you can show here only. That is admissible depreciation ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 50,000 ತೋರಿಸಿದೆ. This is the one way of showing of depreciation, or is year only. Okay, under the additions only what you can do, okay, that is only admissible depreciation. That means how much you can show ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ that is in next okay excess ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ, that is 60,000 minus 50,000 only. Okay, excess depreciation which is inadmissible, at that 10,000 you can show, okay, only 10,000 you can show instead of 60,000 or 50,000 here. Okay, there are two way to show the depreciation amount as per your convenient you can do. Okay, simply you can do easily andre okay depreciation which is given in profit and loss account, make it as inadmissible. Okay, adana add back to profit ಮಾಡಿ, then depreciation admissible which is given in the additional information, that is you can show it as admissible expenses as less items ಅಂತ ತೋರಿಸಿ, ಅವಾಗ ಓಕೆ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಓಕೆನಾ, ರೈಟ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ one expenses you have to add it back to profit which is inadmissible. Okay, next fire insurance. Fire insurance also business expenses admissible. Next is provision for taxations. This provision for taxation is okay inadmissible, always inadmissible. That is why that should be add back to your profit. Provision for tax 3,10,000, that you have to add it back to profit. Next, a donation to Rajiv Gandhi Foundations. Okay, any donations are inadmissible because that is not a business expenditure, that is inadmissible. Next is municipal tax and insurance on house property let out. These are all the okay expenses which included in the general expenses. In the questions only they are saying that general expenses include a sum of ₹9,600 and ₹1,600 paid for municipal tax and insurance on property let out respectively. That means this general expenses okay 68,000 in 68,000 ಇದೆ, this general expenses 68,000 ಇದೆ, that includes of 9,600 which is paid for municipal tax for the let out house property, and insurance of 1,600 which is on the property let out. Both are okay non-business expenses. Both are non-business expenses because it is an expenses spent for the to earning of income of house property. That is why that is not deductible as expense of business. Hagagi that you have to treat it as a inadmissible expenses. Okay, that's why I took municipal tax and insurance on house property let out 9,600 plus 1,600 11,200, that is inadmissible. Okay, right. The another one is proposed dividends. Okay, any dividend paid or proposed dividends, that is also inadmissible because it is the dividends paid on earning from the profits. That is why that is not a business expenditure. That is why that is inadmissible. This 10,500 is inadmissible. Okay, all the what are the items we debited to profit and loss account, that we have seen. These are the items we have to add back to profits. Depreciation 60,000, provision for tax 3,10,000, donation to Rajiv Gandhi Foundation 10,000, municipal tax and insurance on house property let out 11,200, proposed dividends 10,500. The total is 4,01,700 that we have to add back to the profits. Okay, 5,96,100 plus 4,01,700, total 9,97,800. Okay, that is okay. Then add in in the add items. Okay, there is a business income not credited to profit and loss account. That is if any business income not credited to profit and loss account, that is also have to add it back to the profit. But in this problem there are no such kind of items. Okay, na right. Next, less. Okay, first one in the less items, admissible expenses not debited to profit and loss account. Any expenses are admissible but not debited to profit and loss account. Any such item should be minus. Okay, this for this we have to see the additional information. E items ge ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, additional information ನೋಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Additional information ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಬೇಕು. General expense already we have considered. Next, donations include a sum of rupees. Donation includes a sum of rupees 5,000 paid to recognized charitable institution ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Donations are not a business expenditure, that is inadmissible. However, the assessee can claim deduction under section 80G. 80G ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅವನು ಡಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ನ ಕ್ಲೈಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು 80G ಡಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್, ದ ಅಡ್ಮಿಸಿಬಲ್ ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಟು rupees 50,000 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ದೇ ಗಿವನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ 60,000. ಇನ್ ದ ಅಡಿಷನಲ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಅಡ್ಮಿಸಿಬಲ್ ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ 50,000 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಇನ್ ದಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಅಡ್ಮಿಸಿಬಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಡೆಬಿಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡ್ವಿ. Depreciation admissible, that means it is an expenses admissible as per the IT rules but not debited to profit and loss account, hence we are deducting from the profit. Depreciation admissible 50,000. Next, second one, non-business and tax-free income credited to profit and loss account. If any non-business incomes and tax-free income but already credited to profit and loss account, if any such item, that should be minus. You want to minus, you have to see the credit side of the profit and loss account in the problem. Okay, see in the credit side of the profit and loss, gross profit brought down, that is a business income, right? Rent received is a non-business income because they let out the house property for which they are receiving the rent. That is not a business income, that you have to minus. Okay, rent received, that is okay, should be minus. Next is profit and sale of fixed asset. This is also non-business income, but they credited to profit and loss account, that is also you have to minus. Next, interest on government securities. They invested in the government securities on which they earned interest, that is also not a business income, that is also you have to minus. Next, dividend received from Indian company. That means the company invested in the shares of the other Indian company for which they received the dividend, that is also non-business income, that is also you have to minus from the profit. Okay, right? These are the non-business and tax-free income already credited to profit and loss account, that we are deducted. ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ, ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. ಓಕೆನಾ, ರೈಟ್ಸ್. ಯಾವ್ದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, rent received. Okay, 80,000, that is a okay, non-business income which is credited to profit and loss account. Next, profit and sale of fixed assets. Okay, 37,000, that is also okay, non-business income because that is taxable under the head income from capital gains. Hagagi there is a non-business income, that is also to minus. Next is interest on government securities. This is a interest on government securities, that is also non-business income, 24,000, that is also you have to minus. This is taxable under head income from other sources. Next, dividend received from Indian company. It is also okay, tax-free income because any dividend from domestic company, Indian company, that is okay, tax-free, exempted under section 10. That is why that is also you have to minus 20,000. You have to okay, total of all this, the total will get 2,11,000. Right? Okay, if you minus this 2,11,000, you are going to get the income from business 7,86,800. This is the income from business, andre income from business of the company for the previous year. Okay, this is the step 1, computation of income from business. Then next step 2 is okay, next now step 2 ಹೋಗೋಣ. Step 2, computation of total income ಅಥವಾ total taxable income ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. This is the format for computation of total income, particulars, amount. Okay na, right? ಮೊದಲು that means total income is aggregating of all the heads of incomes. Okay, there are 5 heads of incomes, but for company only 4 heads of incomes is aggregate. We have to aggregate, and there are 4 heads of incomes. If you total, that is said to be called as total income of the company ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಯಾವ್ದು? Okay, income from house property, income from business, income from capital gains, income from other sources. Okay na, right? These are the 4 heads of incomes. If you total, that is said to be called as total income. ಅದನ್ನ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? Total income ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Okay na, right? First one, income from house property. Okay, in these problems they given rent received. Okay, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ that income from house property, that rent received is taxable under income from house property. Okay na, already you learnt how to compute income from house property in the income tax subjects. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ I will not explain in detail. Okay, first in order to computing of income from house property, you have to take gross annual value. If there is no other information, only one information is given, that is rent received, then rent received becomes the GAV ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, gross annual value ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. This is the gross annual value 80,000. Next, less municipal tax paid. In the problem they says municipal tax of rupees 9,600 paid on the let out house property ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ less municipal tax paid 9,600. Okay, if you minus this municipal tax paid 9,600 from 80,000, you are going to get 70,400 is balance, that is called as net annual value. Okay na, right. From this net annual value, assessee is eligible to claim deduction under section 24. That means any standard deductions and also any interest on house property, that is interest on loan from interest on loan for house property you can claim, but here only one deduction is eligible, that is standard deduction at 30% of NAV, that is 30% of 70,400, 21,120. If you minus this, you will going to get the 49,280, that is the income from house property. Okay na, 49,280. Right. Next, second one, income from business, that already we calculated in step 1, that is 7,86,800, 7,86,800 income from business. Next, third one, income from capital gains, except long term capital gain and casual income, because for this two no deductions available, that is why we have to exclude, then you have to add it back again. Okay na, except long term capital gain and casual incomes. Here there is a one long term capital gain is there, that is I am going to add that later. Now I am written nil. Next, fourth one, income from other sources. Income from other sources, there are two incomes of other sources. One, the interest on government securities 24,000, already explained, that is it was deducted from the profit because of that is a non business income anta ನಾವು computing of income from business ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ minus ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. Next, dividend received from Indian company, that is tax free. Any dividend received from domestic company, that is exempted from tax, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ that is tax free. Okay na, you have to total this 24,000, that is income from other sources. Okay, now you have to total of this 49,280, 7,86,800, 24,000, you are going to get 8,60,080, that is other gross total income. Why I have written other gross total income? Because here long term capital gains is not added, that's why other gross total income. From that, less deduction under section 80G to 80LA, that means company assessee company ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ the company is eligible to claim deduction under section 80G to 80LA. 80G to 80LA ಅವರು ಕ್ಲೈಮ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಡಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, that is deduction under section 80G, that is donation to Rajiv Gandhi Foundations. Okay, in the donations ಅಲ್ಲಿ there are say 50% eligibility ಇರ್ತವೆ, 100% eligibility ಇದೆ. ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ given a list of ಡೊನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಯಾವುದು 50% ಎಲಿಜಿಬಲ್ 100% ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ದಿಸ್ ರಾಜೀವ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ಡೊನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ ದಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ 50% ಎಲಿಜಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಡೊನೇಷನ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ 10,000 ಇಂಟು 50%, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಈಸ್ 5,000. ಓಕೆನಾ, ರೈಟ್. 8,60,080 minus 5,000, 8,55,080. ಓಕೆನಾ, this is called as other taxable income. ಯಾವುದು 8,55,080 ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಅದರ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಬಲ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಆಡ್, ಏನು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆಡ್ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಗೇನ್ಸ್. ಲಾಂಗ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಗೇನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕ್ವಶನ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಆನ್ ಸೇಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾರಲ್ಲ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಗೇನ್ಸ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಬಲ್. 37,000. ಓಕೆನಾ, ರೈಟ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ you have to add. Then if you total, you are going to get the 8,92,080, that is called as total income or total taxable income ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. total income or taxable income ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆನಾ, this is called as total income or taxable incomes. Okay, right, that's it. This is the solutions you have to do for computing of total income of the company. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ in order computing of the total income. ಮೊದಲನೇ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್, ಎರಡನೇ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ರೈಟ್, that is the solutions to problem.